Hello class, this is your fellow Syed Mohsin Ali. Today I am going to present Sprint 3 of our ATT web application. Sprint 3 project overview. Blocks, comments, configuration testing and documentation. Team members with role and responsibilities. Rahul Kumar is responsible for project user stories and completed blogs, comments, news, events, and configuration. Rahul is also completed the feature of a pay donation button and integrated with PayPal. And Sagun has completed the front end of the project and helped Rahul in the implementing of the remaining user stories. I, Syed Mohsen Ali, have completed the testing of the and finalized the testing of the whole application. I have done the unit testing, integration testing, and I have write the test cases in and documentation as well. And I have also completed the 50% of the documentation. And during the integration, I have focused on the integration testing, where we combine the different units of the project all together, whether it's working fine or not. Here we have our client details, Dr. Paulo, and contact person is Musa. Here is our start and end date of Sprint 3. These are the user stories that we have completed in this sprint, and it continues events, blogs, and comment section and the donation section. And donation section have some configuration. Hours each person worked. I have done testing and documentation in this sprint. I have performed manual testing of the system on different browsers. Functional testing, including unit testing and integration testing, has been performed manually. As the project is completed, so I have validated all checks have been implemented to the control valid and invalid inputs. Documentation, I have done 50% of the documentation of the project, which includes executive summary, literature review, problem statement, project scope, and objective. The literature review includes research work in CMS and completed the testing documentation as well. Before I start individual component, let me clear one thing, that this literature review belongs to the final documentation report, not from the start of the project, as we have the 3 different research paper each students. So now I have combined all those research papers and performing the 3D literature review for our final report. Individual component. The role in this sprint is to perform integration testing and documentation of complete project. Testing includes adding test data in each section inside the administration dashboard. Test data consists of images, text, and other necessary information. I have added text and perform all editing and to validate to the user and can perform all text formatting. I have also added image in the banner and other sections using different browsers. Documentation has been completed up to 50%. I have completed validation and verification of the project by unit and integration testing and documentation of our project. I have done 103 test cases of our application. I have applied knowledge of testing, specifically how to write test cases manually and executing them. There have been many errors across JavaScript checks which have been identified after testing. I have also applied content writing skills in the process of the documentation. In this sprint, I have learned JavaScript check in the process of testing application and the importance of integration testing, because unit testing is about a small piece of code, but integration testing tests the whole system, which exhibit variation in behavior in contrast with acceptance criteria. So documentation could have gone better. It can be completed 60 to 70%, although I was also doing the testing in parallel. Here I have put a screenshot of some of the test cases that I performed in this sprint, where I have completed 103 test cases. Here I am going to demonstrate how to sign up as a user. First I have to write my name or the username, and then user email ID, password is password, and I have to retype the password. Now account is being created, so I have to log in as a community user. I am writing my email ID and password. From here in the blog sections, I can update my blogs as a community user. I'm selecting an image and block title, and this is the text information that I'm going to enter over here, and author name, and save block, and it's being directed to admin part where admin can view the blogs. In the news section, I am going to update the news as admin. I have selected the image. Here I am not logged in as an admin, so it's a security feature that I have already tested. If you are not logged in as an admin, you can't update the blogs over here. I am going to demonstrate in 1 second. Yeah, I can change the color over here. If I am not logged in as an admin, I can't update. It will give me a message in the end that log in first. Access denied. See, this is the message I have received. So I have to log in as an admin or content manager. So I'm putting my credentials as admin. From here, I am going back to again to the news section, and this is being performed as a test cases on different browsers as well. Now I have uploaded the image, inserting the text, now changing into italic, bold, and changing the color as a part of the testing. Yeah, and it's being now published on the user part, so user can see the breaking news. Now I am going to demonstrate the configuration. Yeah, this donation button is not visible if I am going to turn off this configuration from over here, and if it's going to be visible, yeah, it's not being visible when I turn it off from the admin part, and if I turn it on from the admin part, it's going to be visible. Same as for the blogs as well, and testing for these features are already being performed. And here I have I am showing my report to you that I have already started working on the report in this sprint. Project overview, summary, executive summary, project outlines, and this is review document that belongs to the literature review that I have done it for all of 9 papers. And here I have test cases. I have write down 109 test cases, and here we have some test case failure that we did it and fix it again. Thank you.